think that every age has an evil that when history is recorded, people look back and say, what were people thinking?
Protecting life and supporting the opportunity for life is really the ground zero for all human rights. Racism, sexism, all of those things are tied to a breakdown in thinking that you have an inherent value, that it doesn't come from what other people think of you.
I'm at the March for Life today to defend and speak up and embody those who aren't here, those who have bodies and have souls from the moment of conception but can't speak for themselves.
Pro-life feminists are real. You can be pro-life and still be a feminist, and I believe that feminism is one day going to stand up for the rights of the unborn and recognize that they need that protection too. So I went to show that we exist, I'm here to show that we exist, and I'm here to take a stand for pro-life.
Shouldn't be within our power to decide who lives and who doesn't, especially when it comes to deciding for the weak, the innocent, those who don't have a voice. We give voice to them.
My 3 older siblings were adopted. One of them saved my other brother's life.
Wow.
Just the butterfly effect of a life in that regard is so cool.
If you can devalue one life, then you can devalue any life. And so I don't think you can separate the two. Slavery. It's going to cost too much, it's too difficult, I own this person, my rights are more important than your rights, based on convenience, based on money, and so I see that as the eroding factor.
I believe that as society, if we want to see a decrease in abortion, you need to do more than just make it illegal. You need to take care of families and the needs that are making women feel like they need abortions.
Hearing personal stories about women who had been in crisis pregnancies, women who had been helped by the pro-life movement, and now have been able to have their children, either give them up for adoption or raising them, and seeing how the pro-life movement had changed their lives by helping them to realize that the life of their child in their womb was so precious.
One of the main works that we do is help women who are in crisis pregnancies, that they might know not only the gift of their own life, but the gift that has been entrusted to them. But we are vessels of God's love, so we receive these women, we just love them. And we really help them to see that God believes in them. He has entrusted this child, this precious child to them, and so therefore we believe in them. We believe deeply in their capacity to love.
Well, I met my birth mother at 19, and she had been abducted at knife point by a serial rapist. She tried to end my life at 2 illegal abortions and backed out for fear of her own safety. So I literally owe my birth to the law being there to protect me. And today, we are both thankful.
This is clearly a movement that is growing and not growing old.
Just steadily over the past few years, we see more and more people in American culture self-identify as pro-life. Lots of challenges still, legal, cultural, but I think the tide is turning, especially among the young. It's not only rational to be pro-life, but to be pro-life is to be part of a huge movement that's winning.
It's always striking just the atmosphere of an event like this is very beautiful. There is a great evil that we reject and that we want to change, but this isn't motivated primarily by anger. This is motivated by love. This is motivated by the idea that every life deserves that chance, and so there's not that sense of anger and hostility. It's always been an opportunity for witness and presence and compassion more than frustration and anger.
Most of the people out here, they're young. The future's looking brighter. So I'm excited to see what God's doing, but we definitely got to keep praying, keep our voices up.